it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar with a pick a deck reading. So we're going to be picking a deck today, and I'm going to be doing live shuffling. So I'm feeling a little bit lazy today, and that's what I'd like to do because I feel so lazy. So thank you so much for being here. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at, as you can see in the title, who's crushing on you? Who are they? Are they going to come forward? What's the deal? We're going to do a detailed reading, hopefully. It's going to be as detailed as possible, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So we have 4 decks, as you can see, to choose from. The group number 1 here, and we have a Bumblebee Jasper on top of that. On group number 2 here, we have the Everyday Witch Tarot with the Rose Quartz, and then we have on group number 3 here, this Howlite on top of the After Tarot, and then this is a Silver Era Tarot, I think is what it's called. I have all the decks down below, but we have a turquoise stone on top of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you will find the timestamps down below. I am excited to do this. So I want to say really quickly before I get started, one thing. Thank you to Marissa. I already did a community post for her, but thank you, Marissa. I had a reading with Marissa, and then she went on my wish list and got me this deck, the Borderless Rider-Waite, as well as the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook and deck, which I'll be using in this reading for sure. Thank you. And she also got me this awesome book about guilt, which has been super helpful for me thus far. I don't have it nearby because it's where I read, but thank you, Marissa, so much for your kindness. And thank you to all of you for being so kind. So I'm sorry I've been a little bit absent lately. I've been spending a lot more time with my grandmother. Her health hasn't been good. As some of you might remember, if you've been watching me for a long time, you might realize that my grandmother was dealing with some lung cancer issues and stuff like that. And so she's been not feeling very well lately, so I've been over there quite a bit. Sometimes I am not even leaving until like late at night, so sometimes I'm just not getting home, and between that and personal readings, I've been quite busy. In fact, my own father bought a reading with me just to ask me why his daughter isn't talking to him. So that's how busy I've been. You know, I've just been super overwhelmed, and sorry about the space between uploads. I apologize for that. I'll try to be a little bit more better about it in the future, but thank you all for being so patient and kind to me. So thank you. And I hope that this reading brings some insight for you. So I'll see you in your reading. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 1 here with this Bumblebee Jasper, this is going to be your reading. So you also chose the Borderless Rider-Waite, which thank you to Marissa for getting me. So let's see here. Who has a crush on you? Let's find out. So Spirit Angels, who has a crush on group number 1? Ooh, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is definitely somebody that's a hard worker, someone who's very much focused on career and their endeavors. I do feel like this is a very detailed oriented person, somebody who focuses very much on a task when they're into it. So I would say, yeah, this is a very focused person, somebody with a focused type of personality. But at the same time, look at this. We have somebody who might be working hard to achieve certain dreams. This also could be somebody who is kind of working on a side project, I feel like. This person might have a regular career, I'm getting for some of you, but they might have a dream on the side that they kind of hope for. This is a nice balance, though, I think, here with the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, because it shows somebody who's diligent and who works hard, yet still has dreams and things that they hope for. The 7 of Cups could talk about somebody who doesn't exactly make decisions very easily, though. So this might be somebody that kind of gets in a rut at times. They might get in the same thing because maybe it's hard for them to try something new. That's one thing I'm getting as a personality trait for this person. So who has a crush on group number 1? Ooh, we have the Queen of Cups here showing up. So this could indicate somebody that has a lot of water in their chart or strong water placements. But generally, the Queen of Cups really just talks about somebody who's a very empathetic person, someone who has very strong feminine qualities perhaps, and that doesn't mean that they have to be a certain gender or whatever. This is just somebody who's a very caring person, very nurturing person. I think this is somebody with a big heart and who is often there for other people. This might be somebody who does generous things for other people from the kindness and goodness of their heart. We have the Emperor here as well. So despite, you know, they have such like strong emotions, a very nice way of being, a very soft, kind way of being. But we also have the Emperor. So this is somebody who knows how to lead with a good heart, with a kind heart. I would say that this is a person who is probably well off in their career or has a commanding air to them. So they might come off like kind of bossy at times. In fact, it's almost like this person has dual personality. I feel like this person on the surface, it's like they seem kind of hard and cold, perhaps, or they seem kind of like they're very much focused, you know, on work and on traditional things and doing the right, you know, whatever. But actually, they're very like kind of a dreamer. Actually, and when you scratch the surface of this person, you'll find somebody who's very loving and kind to people and very much a dreamer. So that's interesting. I'm hoping you guys actually know that this person is a softie on the inside. So who has a crush? 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Death card. So for some of you, this might be somebody who's recently gone through a divorce, or maybe has left like a long-term situation. That's possibility for some of you, especially with the Emperor here. So this could definitely be for some of you somebody who's recently left a relationship or a long-term situation. This could also be somebody who moved recently after having lived somewhere for a very long time. But remember, some of these are specific, so keep it in mind. I would say this person is kind of stable, though, is one thing I want to say. I think this is a person who kind of has their shit together. This is somebody who is at that stage in their life where they already kind of have everything kind of settled and planted in their life. Why is the Death card here to describe this person? Yeah, okay, the Death card, it's confirmed. Lovers. This person recently left, who's crushing on you is recently left a relationship or is about to leave a relationship. Yeah. And I feel like for the majority of you, this might be like a long-term relationship. It doesn't feel like a fling. This more feels like a significant change. So not somebody that they've just been dating for, you know, a week. So what are the positive qualities of this person that has a crush on group number 1? Positive qualities. The Moon. So quite intuitive and sensitive. This is somebody who's probably very much in touch with their spiritual side, actually. This might be somebody who is interested in the mysteries of life and, yeah. Wow, interesting with the Moon here too. So you know what I feel like is very positive about this person is this is a person who can take something unknown and try to find a practical solution for it. That's one thing I want to say. This might be also a person who works through their fears. This might be somebody who actually, you know, this person could even, I feel like for a lot of you, your crush could actually even work out. And this is like this is like an intuitive message. But I do like this might be somebody who works out to alleviate stress. We have also like somebody who's probably, I feel like this might be somebody who's had some physical manifestation of spiritual things. So this might be a person who could tell you a ghost story or two or some weird experiences. They might have trippy experiences that they'll tell you about. I feel like this is also somebody who has practical solutions for those that are facing anxiety. This might be somebody who's very sensitive to other people and always has a good solution. What would be the negative of this person? Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have perhaps a little bit of immaturity at times here. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups could show somebody who's a little bit of a gossiper. This might be also somebody who's very emotionally reactive with their words. So this is a person who will have a snap back when they are pissed off or when you've kind of irritated them or like, you know, prodded the beast. This is a person who probably will snap back in a way that's kind of immature. Yeah, because pages are, you know, they're like younger energies. And even if this person isn't young, which I don't think that for the majority of you they are, but this is somebody who kind of embraces that kind of energy. And we'll think about ourselves when we're younger. We're a little bit more immature and sometimes our emotional reactions are ridiculous. And we wouldn't act that way as an adult, right? So yeah, this is probably a person who, yeah, I feel like this is a person who definitely can get immature with the words. So tell me more about group number one's crush. Who has a crush on them? Who has a crush on them? Ooh, we have the rabbit. So I am still getting to know this deck, so I shall grab the guidebook. Where'd it go? Right here. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting to know this deck, so I'm going to have to rely a little bit on the guidebook. Like I do feel like I'm like the last person to probably have this deck. Especially in the tarot community. Oh, there we go. Rabbit. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it, so loudly in fact that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, O rabbit, they shape your destiny. So, when in balance, this is a sensitive person that's a problem solver and a good listener. When out of balance, it's somebody who over-explains and talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. So that's interesting. So we do have some like kind of nervous energy. This could be when they're out of balance, actually, with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. This could be somebody who talks quite quickly when they are nervous. Who gets like, you know, and there could be that over-explaining there. That could be definitely confirming that. We also have somebody who's very sensitive, which definitely showed up. And somebody, like I said, who's a problem solver. Absolutely. With the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles, that kind of confirms exactly what I was saying. Wow. I would say this is a good listener. Somebody who is always kind of there to listen. And kind of eager to help other people. That's one thing I'm getting about this person too. Let me see. Oh, yeah. There we go. So, anything else about the person? Group number one. The resting tree. Patience and stillness. So, this might be a person who needs some time to take alone at times. Like, they might need to kind of pull back at times. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at that non-action. Patience. This could also imply that this person is currently not making any moves on you. I have a good feeling that your crush is kind of crushing from a distance. They're kind of watching, but they're not really taking any action. 2 sleeping cards. Isn't that funny? They're both sleeping. How weird is that? So yeah, this is well, maybe this person really enjoys their sleep, but and needs their time alone. But I do feel like this is somebody who's not really taking any action on you. I do. I have to say it. It feels, also, it's like I saw a bunny today, actually, when I came to my grandmother's house. No, actually, it was yesterday. Never mind. I'm over at her house all the time lately, as I said in the intro. But no, I saw a little bunny, and it's like, gets all nervous and like just stares and like, I don't know, there was like this reaction that it had that was just absolutely adorable. So is group number one's crush likely to make a move on them in the near future? 5 of Swords. No. No, I don't even think I need to pull more cards on this. We have the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. I don't think that your crush is going to be making any sudden moves towards you anytime soon. It feels like this is a person who is kind of self-protective and somebody who's not willing to kind of make any effort towards a connection is something I'm getting. Not at this time anyways. I don't know. What holds group number one's person back? Their crush. What holds the crush back? Why don't they make a move? Ooh, so we have the 5 of Cups. So grief and sadness, perhaps. They could be getting over something. This could be talking about somebody who's trying to get themselves in order in their life as well with the Emperor. They might also have a lot of responsibilities at this time and don't feel like they have much room for much else in their life. There also might be a little bit of hopelessness when it comes to this connection too. Perhaps they feel like it's not something that can be possible. So they focus their energy elsewhere. There's with the Emperor too, this could be if it's a work situation, they might feel like it's a bad idea. Okay, so let's get some charms. So who has a crush on group number 1? Okie dokie. We have BFF, so best friends forever. So this could be somebody that's a friend to you. Okay? Maybe somebody who's like a best friend. We have this little cute bunny. Again, there's a bunny energy. I wonder what that is all about for you guys, because it does seem like bunny energy came up very strongly. So with the tennis racket there, I do think of someone that's kind of playful and fun. Somebody who maybe has a good sort of way of kind of hitting back with words as well. So maybe, again, this person could be a little bit argumentative at times. But I feel like this is also somebody who could be playful with their words too, kind of jokey and funny. We have this teardrop, but it has birds and a sea on there. So this person could love the beach or live near the beach or near the sea. We also have this button. It makes me think of somebody who's very enticed by you, for sure. The starfish, which talks to me about flexibility and possibility. So this person, and the starfish doesn't exactly move very quickly, or kind of, it's almost like it doesn't do anything. So again, that might be also saying, this is somebody who's not really making a whole lot of moves. And we have some fixed energy here. We have Taurus and we have Leo showing up. So fixed signs. And we have a lion. So this person could have some strong Taurus or Leo placement in their chart. But this is also telling me that this is a person who's kind of fixed. So I don't feel like they're exactly going anywhere or making any moves. We have the egg as well. So this person might not feel like the plan's fully hatched. Maybe they need time for this to develop. And let's see, we also have Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I always think of somebody who's very driven for success and recognition when I think of Jack. But I'm sure that some of you might also have your own opinions as well. With the key here, I think this is a person who, I think, what I get from this is somebody who wants to take their time opening up and opening this door. We have always and love and be loved. So I do feel like this is somebody who holds feelings for people for a long time. I feel like this is somebody who likes mutual respect, and treating other people as they'd like to be treated is something I'm really picking up with this person. This person also might be waiting to kind of see how you react or what you're thinking. That might also be something. If they're not really picking up on your vibes, or they're not really certain of them, they might not want to make a move. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing when it comes to your guys' crush. I'm so excited to see what you guys have to say about this reading. I haven't done one of these in a while, so yay! And I did a live shuffle, so that was different. But I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 2 here with this rose quartz, this is your reading. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot, one of my favorite decks of all time. And let's find out who has a crush on you. Let's find out all about this person. So Spirit, this reading for group number 2. Who has a crush on them? Ooh, we have the Hanged Man. So this could represent somebody who has quite a spiritual side, somebody who is always trying to see a different perspective. This might be also somebody who's not quick to take action. I feel like this is somebody who's very intuitive. This is somebody who's very caring and nurturing to other people. This is somebody who wants everyone to feel kind of good about themselves, is one thing I'm really picking up on. This is also somebody who's very emotionally wealthy, I want to say. I feel like this is a person who takes a lot of time to daydream and really just focus on their dreams and what they want. I feel like this is probably a person who often finds himself lost in thought. And I do feel like this is somebody who needs their own downtime. Like this is somebody who has to have some time alone. I also feel like this is a person who's in a pretty healthy place in life, though, where they can be non-reactionary. I feel like this person might actually be into meditation, is one thing I'm picking up here. Who is crushing on group number 2? So the Page of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Moon. So the Page of Wands tells me that you do have a very adventurous person that has a crush on you. I think this is a person who dreams of big adventures, somebody who probably has far off goals and hopes. I feel like this person probably likes to travel and explore, even if it's in their local area. It could be international for some of you. It just depends. But I feel like this is definitely, this could be somebody who really enjoys the outdoors as well. It's something I'm getting. They might like hiking or going for walks or doing some sort of physical activity. I would say that this is somebody who does hold a lot of energy within themselves. They could talk very quickly and act very kind of energetic at times. I think this is a person who also kind of speaks up rather quickly as well. They might have foot in the mouth syndrome at times, though. I do feel like this is a person who likes discovering mysteries as well. So this might be somebody who has kind of fringe ideas or is always kind of looking into something, like they research quite deeply. I also feel like this is somebody who has like advice for like techniques for when you're depressed. Like this is a person who has good advice for these types of situations. Tell me more about the person who has a crush. So we have not the right time. Let's see. I do wonder if this person isn't really speaking up on whether they have a crush on you or not. With that Moon card there and the Ace of Swords and not the right time, I feel like they're trying to decide. This person is going to, I think, eventually come forward toward you. I do feel like this is a person who's trying to figure out what to say. I think that we have somebody who's quite thoughtful. The Hanged Man implies that. I feel like the Hanged Man is really representative of somebody who likes to kind of take their time and see all the sides before they kind of do something. This is a person who will hold back, even when they're eager. Because remember, the Hanged Man represents an energy that is stronger than the Page of Wands. So it kind of is like their patience wins out over their impulse. They probably are the type of person who really likes to see all sides of the situation before they leap in. Even though that Page of Wands can be quite impulsive, I do feel like that's the case here. With communicate clearly, I do feel like this person communicates clearly with the Ace of Swords. I think that they do try to bring clarity to what they say. This might be somebody who's quite articulate with words as well. We have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, and Consideration. Well, that makes sense with the Queen of Cups there, that this is a person of compassion. This is a person who considers other people's feelings. That might be also, too, that this person is very much in reverie when they come to thinking about you. But as well, they kind of are considerate of the situation of what they say. The Hawk Prince is interesting. It says spirit communication and paying attention. I do really feel like this is a person who's got their eye on you a lot. They do pay attention. I think one thing you'll notice about this person, and this might be a signifier for some of you to really understand who this person is, but I feel like this is somebody who pays attention to what you say. They will definitely come back at you a week later with a little topic that you mentioned and ask how you're doing on that thing. And you're like, you remember that? That was such a passing comment. That's the kind of energy of this person. I think this is a person who definitely pays attention. Let's see. Tell me more about what's a crush on group number 2. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And courage. We have 2 purple cards showing up here. So I think this is definitely a person who's very much in touch with who they are and what they want. With the 9 of Cups there too, I think this is somebody who seeks self-fulfillment. And there is a sense of a courageous streak. I think this person could be a little bit of a daredevil too, at times, is what I want to say. They might even be overly confident or overly cocky, like they might drive fast or do things that are like, oh, I'm fine, you know, that sort of thing. But I feel like this is definitely a person with purpose. Let's see. What animal spirit represents this person? The lion. Nice. So the lion. Of course, I think of Leos. But we have a lot of different energies here for signs. So I'm not gonna dig too deep on the signs for this reading. The lion, it says a patient, regal, and complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dictates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. So when in balance, it's the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious. To bring into balance, daily meditation and friendship. Interesting. So I definitely got that person who is very, like, patient. Somebody who is willing to kind of wait it out and see, like, they're a master of themselves. That's one thing I'm really feeling about this person. They do have some sort of mastery over themselves. But at the same time, I feel like this person's probably done some work on impulsive behavior too. Although I think they still have a little bit of a daredevil energy to them. So what are the positives about this person? Give me a positive about this person. Ooh, the 5 of Wands. Competitive? Perhaps. Somebody who kind of fights for what they want. Healthily competitive. It's not somebody who's unhealthy. This is a person who also brings peace to arguments. This is a good peacekeeper. This is somebody who knows how to kind of calm a situation down. This is also somebody who handles strife and conflict in like with good stride. You know, they are emotionally aware and intuitive and kind of very, very caring and nurturing type of personality. So what would be the negative of this person? The negative. So we have the 3 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Sun. Well, this could be somebody who is... They could be a little bit mysterious at times with the High Priestess and the Sun, because the Sun kind of talks about somebody who could be quite open, but the High Priestess has many secrets and doesn't really reveal all. So this almost feels like somebody who kind of fluctuates between opening up and hiding things. I also get the sense of somebody who maybe at times can be a little bit immature, self-focused. This might be somebody who's very much focused on their own self-happiness and their own fulfillment. And that makes sense. Back in the initial cards, we had that 9 of Cups there. So yeah, it does seem like somebody, I don't know, maybe there could be a little bit of a childish nature to this person as well. But I don't honestly see a whole lot of negative in the negative, so I don't think this person's too bad, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. So, let's see. I'm going to just clean up these cards a little bit, and then we are going to get some charms. So, let's get some charms and see a little bit more about who's crushing on you. See what comes through. Oops. Okay, let's see what's up. Ooh, we have this soldier. You know what's funny? I was recently talking to one of my friends on Instagram, and she often finds cards. And she finds cards everywhere, like playing cards, like all over the streets. I have never come across a playing card, I think, in my entire life. I come across these, like soldiers. I found this one at a lake, but I've also found I have like a metal one that I should put in my charm pack. Actually, I should put them in the charm box. Actually, I have another one that I met. I wouldn't right before I met my husband. I found it on a balcony, and the guy didn't know who it belonged to. It was interesting, but anyway, yeah, we have like a soldier-like personality. So this person literally could be a soldier of some kind or in the military. We also have perhaps somebody who's quite disciplined as well. We have, let's see, always, and the tree. I definitely feel like this is somebody who's a very committed person, though. Once they are together with somebody, I do feel like this is somebody who's quite committed. I do feel like this is somebody who's a sweet, like kind of a free spirit. We're getting a lot of wing energy as well. So I think of somebody who's kind of like moving around, doing things, fluttering around. I do feel like this is somebody who... Ooh, we have a gift here. So this person could have given you a gift or will give you a gift soon. Let's see what else here. Oh, a cameo. I would think this is somebody who's quite good looking or attractive. Because I think of cameos to kind of represent a beautiful person. So I would say this person's quite attractive. We also have happy with cake. So there could have been a happy birthday recently for somebody. A happy birthday. Perhaps this person also has a pet we're seeing here. We have Aquarius, so friendship vibes for some of you. Aquarius and Leo, so these are opposite signs. So maybe you guys have opposite signs in your own charts, even if it's not Aquarius and Leo. You might have, you know, Virgo and Pisces, or Gemini and Sagittarius, or Aries and Libra, you know, like opposing signs. We have, though, I think somebody who is able to kind of balance themselves, because ideally the opposing energies can find a balance between each other. And so maybe this is somebody who's kind of very much balanced. There is a sense of hard worker here with this little like doozer looking charm. I think of like a doozer and a hard worker. And then we have, of course, this kind of happy-go-lucky energy here with the dice. Oh, we have a heart here with a key hole. So this might be somebody who kind of keeps their heart closed until you kind of have the key. I also, yeah, I do kind of get that this person might take time to open up, though. Because we also have this 2-year service award pin, and it makes me think of somebody who, I don't know, this is general energy feels as if there's somebody who takes time to open up. I do feel like this is somebody, though, that works hard for what they want. They're generally very cheerful and sunny. Even we have a sun here, which is the ruler of Leo. That's funny. So I do feel like there could be a strong Leo placement in this person. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I'm super excited to hear what you guys think about the reading. Let me know what you guys thought below in the comments. Subscribe, like if you want. I'm always happy to hear from you, and I'm always happy when you guys stick around for more. But let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you all in the next reading. Take care. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 3 here with this Howlite, this is your reading, and you have the After Tarot deck. All the deck information is down below. So let's find out who has a crush on you, group number 3. Who's crushing? So I'm going to shuffle up the cards and start shuffling. So give some clues about who is crushing on group number 3, Spirit. Ooh, the King of Wands showing up. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius possibly strong in the chart. This is somebody who might be an entrepreneur or a leader of some kind. This might be somebody who owns their own business. Somebody who is a traveler of some kind. I do feel like this person that has a crush on you is quite a blunt person. Somebody who speaks the truth and says what they mean and means what they say. That's what I want to say. This might be somebody that you've recently come into contact with for some of you. With the ace, it might feel like a verbal connection that you've recently made, maybe where you've been talking to somebody. Yeah, perhaps. Some of you might be at the point with somebody that you're talking like nonstop to them, or you're talking like massive amounts, like you're kind of like just going back and forth with communication. I also feel like this might be a person who talks quite quickly. They also could have a reddish tint to their hair or a reddish tint to their face, especially when they are expressive, whether that's, sadness, angry, happy. They might get a reddish tint to their selves. This person could also sunburn easily or have a sunburn recently. Let's see. What else would I say? So the Eight of Wands can talk about somebody who likes to travel or who is at a distance. Some of you might have lived near this person previously and they moved away. That's one thing I want to say for some of you. Maybe you're recently in contact with this person again. There's also a sense of childlike energy to this person. They're very friendly and kind. This person could have a close ties to their home place, or their home, or their family, or their old friends. For some of you, this crush, actually, this person who's crushing on you, could even have a friend from childhood that's, like some people, it's like they make new friends throughout their life, but this might be somebody who actually has one good friend for like a long time, is one thing I'm picking up here. So... Five of Cups. So this person could be a little bit of a sad person at the moment. There might be some kind of sadness in terms of their finances, so they might be having some sort of financial or stability troubles. There could be sadness around the health as well, or the vitality in general. I feel like this might be somebody who's not very happy with what they're doing fully, or some aspect of their life. When it comes to their wealth or how they make money. This could be also somebody who counsels people who are sad or in difficult situations. This might be somebody who gives financial advice to other people as well, something I'm getting. Yeah, let's see. Tell me more. This person is crushing. Abundance. Maybe for some of you, this is a person who recently had a financial loss, but has kind of picked themselves up, or maybe it's just a temporary situation. This also could be about somebody who's been at a pause when it comes to career, but is about ready to make a new choice or take a new direction. I do feel like this might be somebody also who might be ready to come toward you. Which would make sense, because earlier I kind of picked up on the idea that they might be somebody who you're like talking to a lot lately. So it might not be news to you that this person likes you or has a crush on you. We have the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. Oh, interesting. So we have flow, letting go, and natural movement with the River Queen. And then we have the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. So we have abundance showing up twice. So this is definitely somebody who's focused on material gains. I think this is a person who works hard to get what they want, or they want to work hard to get to what they want. This might be somebody who really enjoys living life and tries not to hold on to the end result. I do think this is a person who lives with passion. I have to say that, yeah. One second, let me grab this deck down here. I didn't use this on with the other groups, but I want to grab it for this one. Tell me more about this person for group number 3. Who's crushing on them? Ooh, we have clear the air. and afraid of commitment and vulnerabilities, concerns. So here we have somebody, I feel like this is somebody who really wants to speak up about how they feel about you, but they are a little bit afraid. We have the little ghost here too. So this might be somebody who has ghosted you in the past or is likely to do that. Maybe they are that kind of person because they get afraid of opening up. I do feel like this is more specific for some of you to represent that this person might, this could be a crush that maybe they were not talking a whole lot. It might be somebody from your past that got kind of freaked out and kind of ditched out on you as soon as things started to get a little bit serious and they had to kind of open up more. We have the raccoon. So the raccoon can be somebody who wears a mask and doesn't really reveal their true feelings. So I do feel like for a lot of this, I don't know, this could be a secret crush. Or somebody who's kind of hiding what they truly feel for you. Let me look it up. So the raccoon, it says, yeah, talented, shadowy, and hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. So when in balance, we have a generous friend and an exceptional artist. When out of balance, we have someone who is competitive and a starving artist. And to bring into balance, make new work. So, it does feel like this is somebody who's ghosted you in the past. Or had off and on energy. I have to say for a lot of you. That makes sense too with that King of Wands and the Six of Cups. This might be somebody from your past actually who would like to kind of bring about some sort of reoccurrence of the connection. Especially with that Ace of Swords. Maybe they want to kind of clear up the air and find out what's really going on. And they're kind of ready to do this. So I have a good feeling for some of you. This person might even come forward towards you. Let's look and see. Let's look and see. So let's see. Is group number 3's person, their crush, likely to come toward them? Hmm. 50-50. Well, this is a group reading, and this is for a lot of people, so it's really hard to make such a specific prediction when we're kind of asking about a crush, and then we're asking a question like this. I feel like for some of you, yes, and some of you, no. I'm sorry, that was useless to ask. I shouldn't have asked that. I don't like to get too much into detail in group readings because it's just not a personal reading. It's not the same thing, and I feel like it's sometimes a little bit irresponsible to go to too much detail because, like, what if it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, when you start to get into all these little, like, specifics, that's when things start to go haywire. So, let's find out what's this person's positive qualities? What are their positive qualities? Well, I would say they're a diligent worker. They're somebody who puts in the effort. I feel like this is somebody who has a good self-discipline and also does well with teamwork. I think this is somebody who, for some of you, maybe this person really does play an instrument or has a specific talent that they've really put a lot of hard work and effort into. And they're able to kind of, when they're into something, they will put their all into it, is something I'm definitely getting. Yeah. So let's see. What would be their negative quality? Oh, judgment. Well, this person could be literally judgmental. This person might speak up a lot without having maybe the full knowledge of the situation. They might find themselves to be quite wise at times. Also, with the Hermit, this person could pull away when things sort of get real. The Judgment card to me talks about a transition. It's like the call toward heaven or the call towards change, and it talks about new phases. So it feels like to me that this person gets cold feet. They kind of withdraw when things get real. When the trumpet sounds and they're like, oh shit, I gotta do stuff now. Or this is getting serious. This is getting like commitment. Oh no. That sort of thing is what I'm picking up about your person, or the person that has a crush on you. So let's see. They also could be quite quiet at times, that hermit energy. So let's get some charms and find out a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, we have 2 Gemini charms and a Cancer charm. Interesting. Because, you know, Cancer comes after Gemini. So maybe for some of you, Gemini season is important to this connection. Okay. Oh, look at what else we have. We have Virgo. So Virgo, Cancer, and Gemini showing up very strongly here. I feel like this is probably a person who likes to read. And because we have a book here with Pride and Prejudice, this also might be somebody who kind of puts on that front like Darcy does, where there's a lot of pride and such things like that. It could be somebody who kind of doesn't necessarily, maybe they say the wrong thing at times, I have to say. I would say they're very driven. This person might have recently had a birthday, because we have this one. And then think about it. As I'm filming this, we're in Cancer season. We're about to enter Leo season, but not quite. Almost. But yeah, so Gemini season was not too far back, and neither we're in Cancer season. So I have a good feeling for a lot of you. Your crush is born in this era, this part of the year. Yeah, late spring, early summer. Or, I guess, in the northern hemisphere, right? This might be somebody who likes to do bicycle stuff. Maybe they like that, but it also could talk about somebody who likes to travel, to move, to be active. This might be somebody who likes to go to the beach. I also get maybe somebody who likes to go to, like, landmarks and such. I do feel like this is a bit of an exploratory type of person. They like to explore. I think of Little Mermaid, you know, Ariel, and I think of somebody who's quite an explorer, somebody who wants to see the world, right? Somebody who wants to see something different. Very dramatic at times. She's quite dramatic, isn't she? But is willing to kind of make a lot of personal sacrifices for her own desires and wishes. This person could be a little bit of a neat freak, I have to say. And I would say that, yeah, neat freak. Somebody who very much is focused on family as well, and health perhaps. Maybe they're very much into exercise. I want to say 2. We also have this lock with the key, so it makes me think that you have the key to their heart. Also, they might put a little bit of like a lock on their heart at times, and it's like it takes the right person to kind of open it up. I do feel like this is a person that's easily won over through conversation, though. But that's what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 3. That's who has a crush on you. That's what I'm getting. I really am curious to see how this is going to resonate with you guys. Let me know what you thought below in the comments, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next reading. Okay? Take care, and I'll see you then. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 4 here with this turquoise, this is your reading. So who's crushing on you? Let's find out. So I'm going to be looking at that in this reading. And let's see. This is a Silver Arrow Tarot. So if you're interested in any of the decks, are down below. So group number 4. Who is crushing on group number 4? Ooh, 2 of Swords. I feel like this is somebody that you haven't seen in person for some of you. That's coming through. For some of you, this might be somebody at a distance. Maybe you've talked to them online. I also get the feeling that this is a person who can be quite indecisive in nature. This might be somebody who needs a steady plan before they make a move. This might be somebody who likes to have all the facts and details of anything before they do something. I don't get impulsive energy here. I get decisive energy, like, you know, or indecisive kind of. I guess decisive when they know all the details, I guess you could say. We have the King of Cups, though, so this is a person with a depth of emotion. There's somebody who is very caring, somebody who probably does a lot of things for other people. This might be also somebody who considers other people's feelings before they kind of speak. I would say this person is a good person, like a very nice person with the King of Cups there. They may not always express their emotions quite clearly, though. It might take them time to open up to really express these things. You might find that, I feel like this is not a person who makes fast moves. Definitely. 7 of Pentacles here. This is showing us somebody who kind of waits to see what happens. This is definitely somebody who wants to see results before they do anything. Wow, yeah, for sure. So this is definitely a different energy than some of the other groups that came through. Page of Wands. Okay, well, there's a little bit of adventure to them, but although I think they're still more practical than anything. This person might like to do like kind of younger activities or active activities. Maybe they're really into sports. I get gaming for some of you with that Page of Wands for some reasons. Maybe they like to do gaming. Travel as well. I think this is definitely somebody who likes to travel and explore. This also could be somebody who's in a transitionary period of their life. They might be about to make a big decision in their life, actually, and they're trying to make the best choice possible. I do feel like this is a person who's been faced with some kind of new adventure, and they're considering it. They're considering this adventure. That's definitely something I'm getting. Usually, I would say with the Two of Swords, though, and the King of Cups, this is somebody who's good at compromise. This is somebody who has the emotional maturity to compromise with other people and try to see someone else's point of view. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing there. Let's look and see a little bit further. So, of course, with the Court cards, we have a lot of different kind of signs and energies popping up. We have Pentacles and Wands and Cups. So tell me more about the person who has a crush on group number 4. Temporary. Pause and reflect. I get a song. I think it's a country song. Can I trust you with my heart? I think this is a person who isn't easily one to open up. Oh, we have mommy issues. Temporary and pause and reflect. So what I feel is that this is definitely somebody who wants to know something's legit before they kind of settle for something or they take action. So with that pause and reflect, this is definitely somebody who's going to hem-haw. They're not going to make a decision right away. They're not going to jump forward into something. They're going to want to reflect a lot to make sure that it's not a temporary feeling, which is actually a good thing because it saves you trouble. Because there are a lot of people who act on impulse, and then when their impulse passes and flies away and they're over it, you're left kind of feeling hurt. This is not that kind of person. When they have a crush on someone, they really care about them, and they kind of will tend to kind of stick to it, especially if it gets that far. This is definitely somebody who doesn't just invest willy-nilly. We also have perhaps someone that has a mom issues. So mom might be, there might be some kind of issue with their mother in their life. I don't want to go into too many details about that, but there could be something there. We have helpful people. So I do feel like this is somebody that likes to help other people. This is somebody I feel like who does things for other people, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, sorry, does things for other people. I mean like helpful things. Like this is the type of person to open the door for someone. This is the type of person to, you know, give you their jacket when you're cold. This is the type of person to really do something kind for you. And I feel like I feel like for a lot of you, we have in the near future. So this tells me that something will shift between you and this person in the near future. So they might make some sort of move towards you. With helpful people, makes me really think that this person might offer you some sort of help in the near future. And that might be a way that you can recognize who this person is, especially if you're like, Lisa, I'm not sure who this is. This might be somebody who actually does something for you in the near future that will help reveal, you know, this to you, who they are. So... ooh, the hummingbird spirit. This one's been coming up so much for me. So I think of the hummingbird spirit as someone who's actually quite careful. It's funny because that hummingbird is quite fast, but it's quite intuitive. It's quite careful with how it behaves. You know, if you've ever watched a hummingbird, they're so fast, but they know exactly what they're doing. This can also represent somebody who has a positive energy, who's very enthusiastic, who's spiritually resourceful. Okay? It says that they can be smart, curious, and love to learn. And when out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. But I would say this usually is somebody who likes to explore. And somebody who's always kind of ready to try something new. They may not jump into something too quickly, but I would say that they are eager to kind of learn and get to know somebody. They may not just like, you know, open up so easily though, or jump into something. Let's find out more about loneliness. And patience. So, you know what's interesting? It says loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. And patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I don't feel like this person is in a hurry to get hitched or to settle down. But it's not because they don't want it. It's more like they're comfortable with themselves. And they are patient for the right person. Like they're not somebody who's trying to like eagerly find the person that will make them happy, which is really good, actually. Good and healthy, because it's not somebody who's kind of jumping into something before they can kind of, you know, decide anything necessarily, you know, how they really feel as an example. And I think this is a person who enjoys their own company is one thing I want to say too. So what would be a positive to this person? What are the positive characteristics of this person? The Knight of Swords, intelligent, witty, and quick. Somebody who speaks the truth and lets people know what's on their mind. So, what would be a negative of this person? The Hermit. They might be a little bit too withdrawn at times. They might take too much time to reflect in their life, rather than always. It feels like there could be also back and forth energy, which can be positive and negative at the same time. It's like somebody who speaks up, but then at the same time takes a lot of time to reflect. We have the Lovers that just flew out. So it does make me think, again, this comes to a lot of times with a relationship. There could be a little bit of an off and on quality to this person at times. Maybe they do need alone time. So, is your crush likely to make a move on you in the near future? Let's find out. So, is their crush? Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Seven of Cups. I think that they will, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. With the Moon and the Seven of Cups, there's a little bit of a mystery surrounding this, or a lack of clarity. I feel like what I kind of mentioned earlier, that I feel like a lot of you are going to be revealed this person because they're going to do something quite helpful for you in, I would say, in the next week, is what I would like to say, the next 7 days. But from the time you watch this reading. but it might not be something that you would normally recognize as, I don't feel like they'll come out right and say that they like you or that they're crushing on you. They're going to kind of show you through their actions. This might be a person who really appreciates, you know, acts of kindness, or, you know, doing, showing their affection through, you know, like physical, you know, gestures. Okay. Or helpful gestures. Let's find out more about this person. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie, let's see here. So we have this soldier here. So this could represent somebody who's, yeah, very self-disciplined. You know, this could literally be someone who's a soldier, but I feel like this is probably somebody who has a lot of discipline. We also have this suitcase, which says Hong Kong, Moscow, and London. So this could be somebody who likes to travel or is a world traveler of some kind. Perhaps they've traveled a lot in their life. Again, there's a sense of flexibility to this person and slowness. It definitely comes through. They could be a little bit prickly as well sometimes. They could come off that way, or a little bit harsh. We have this cactus, but it says you can survive anything. So maybe this is a person who's quite resilient. Let's see. We also have Sense and Sensibility. So that book by Jane Austen could be somehow relevant here. Maybe this person kind of reflects a character from that particular novel. We have BFF. So this could be somebody who's like a best friend, or a really good friend, or a really close friend. Maybe there's that potential there between you for friendship. You know what's interesting is I don't see any signs here. I do feel like this is somebody that actually makes a really good pair with you, though, because we have this yin-yang here, and then we have yin-yang, yeah, and then we have the best friends forever, so there's a sense of, like, you guys flowing very well together. We have a little bit of a transformative energy with the butterfly here. There's also a delicacy, too. Maybe this person's, like, kind of tough on the outside, but very delicate on the inside. We also have grandmas are great, so maybe this person's, like, grandmother is very important or something, if there's a connection for the grandmothers. I don't know why that would be showing up. This could, you know, but this is my great-grandmother's pin. So, and it says grandmas are great, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm, like, taking that thinking it's a charm. We also have this wand here. So I do feel like this is somebody who has a lot of control over their life. They like to take control and charge of their life. We also have a bicycle here too. So it makes me think of maybe this person likes to ride a bicycle. But we also have that live your dream. Love and be loved. I do feel like this is somebody who's working towards dreams in their life. The scissors. This might be somebody who's not afraid to cut something out if it doesn't benefit them. Maybe for some of you, this person's a barber or a hairdresser, or works with scissors a lot in particular. Love and be loved. Yeah, I definitely get the sense of somebody who loves equality in relationships, equal give and take. Very fair type of person. They could be a little bit lonely at times, I want to say here with this charm. And the loneliness card came up as well. So I do wonder if maybe this person gets a little bit lonely at times. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 4. Super, super excited to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below if you like the reading. If you know who this is, let me know. But I think you guys are going to recognize who this person is pretty quickly, like I said. I don't think you'll have to wait too long. Because I think this person is going to do something quite kind for you over the next, like I said, next 7 days or so from the time you watch this reading. They'll kind of reveal themselves in that way. But remember, it might not be very obvious, right? It might be something that's a little bit unseen, unknown, but you'll know it because they're going to do it through like some sort of favor, or they're going to do something nice or kind for you that's going to be helpful. They're going to show their affection in that manner. So thank you guys for being here, and I will see you all in the next reading. Take care.